All right, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Back out here in the garage. Some stuff came in the mail, so gonna get to work on some stuff. All right, here we go. Well, not stuff we're working on, but definitely putting that sticker on the Jeep here shortly. There's the perfect spot for that sticker. All right, enough clowning around. Need to try to get a little organization going on here. Got like 3 projects on the workbench. Well, yeah, we'll call it 3. Gonna be getting the tank up here soon. So yeah, make some room to pull the tank off and put that up here somewhere. Yeah, see, it's getting better. The key to disorganization is just continually just push stuff down the bench. And the more you push it and just consolidate down there, you'll have some space to get the fuel tank up here. Yeah. Another organizing tip, keep everything in the same area. Got some diodes here. Lots of electrical stuff in here, so just kind of place those in there. And you're good. All right, enough yakking. Get that fuel tank off. All right, here we are, 185S time. Let's see here. Good cardboard in case get a little fuel on the ground or whatnot. Anyhow, let's get the tank off. You got to pull the seat and fenders. There's a little lever there, and you give it a tug, and the seat and fenders shall come off. All right, there we go. Fenders off. Just a little mechanism there, Got that bolt and fuel line going to the carb. Not a whole lot to it. All right, plot thickens. The off isn't really off. It, not shutting the fuel all the way off. So I usually like keeping the float bowls dry. So of course I cracked the drain over there from the float bowl and fuel came out because off is not really off. See what I'm saying? Yeah, got to take a look at that. All right, 10 millimeters bolt is out. Should just slide right off here. Well, here we go. Got a old oil bucket cleaned up. Good enough for putting that fuel into the plow truck. I'll take that petcock off once I get all the gas out, see what's going on. Planning on doing the valves, so a little sidetracked here, The unexpecteds. All right, here we go. We got the factory toolkit right there. Get that out. Should be a wrench in there to remove these plugs. Intake and exhaust. And let's see, there we have it. There's our wrench. Get that out of the way. Also going to pull this plug off to see our timing mark. I'm actually going to pull the recoil off. It just makes it a lot easier. And the wind is picking up. All right. Got a new feeler gauge. Probably could have tweaked what I had, but hey, there was I think $6 or something, fairly cheap. Shopped around for that. That was the best deal someplace in the UK. That intake exhaust looks a little tight to get to, so I figured I'd give this tool a try, I got a couple new spark plugs and our, I believe it's 2000s, intake and exhaust. I'll double check here in the old Climber book. All right, back at it. Made it back over here. Not messing around. I've had this stuff out already. I've already checked the valves, they're tight. Put some, I think either anti-seize or grease on this plug. It was stubborn. It looked like new, like it never been off, and got a little boogered trying to get it off. It was definitely tight. Next, we're going to pull the spark plug out. Makes it a lot easier to rope over. Also in the toolkit, got the original spark plug wrench. Pretty nice. Like it. All right, spark plug's out. This says for size, one end says 19, the other one says P for, I assume plug. Those spark plugs are a funny size. Not a normal 13/16. Anyhow, 8 millimeter here, holding those on. You got your little neutral thing here. It's on a circlip, So before you go pulling them bolts out and jerking on stuff, let's get that that circlip off there and that little neutral indicator. All right, the recoil's off, plugs out. Take that front exhaust cap off there, timing cap. That's off. Obviously it's tight right there. Yeah, I found it was easier when I was last checking these originally. Take that recoil off so you can get down here and kind of, you know, fine tune on it, you know. I actually had to stick a screwdriver in there to keep it from rolling. Anyhow, let's get this back plug off for the intake. All right, you got an F in there and a T. I'm assuming the F's for full advanced, I'm guessing. Shoot it in the dark there. T's for top dead center. Either way, I got no wiggle room by hand on either one of those. I might be 180 out, so I'm going to spin it around 180. Here's a quick rundown out of the book. You know, basically, you get free play in your rocker arms. You get it with the T mark there, as we're doing. And when I first picked this up, I checked it because that plug looked like it had never been out. That plug there. And I've rotated the engine a few times. I've never had free play in either whenever the T lands on there. So yeah, I don't think this has ever been done, but I'm gonna go look at the valves, see where they're at, and then you know, I'll go from there once where I see where the rocker arms are. I'm just gonna cycle through and watch the rocker arms move. All right, I got that screwdriver kind of holding that thing where it's happy there, flywheel, and I get a little bit of movement out of that, not with my hands, but with those pliers, and so I'm gonna give her a little tweak with the wrench. I can't even get my fingers in there. That's gonna be try that tool in there and feeler gauge and just seat it and slide it out type deal. Distractions. I tipped the tank over once it got enough out from the petcock, and yeah, a little bit of junk in there. The tank is fairly clean on the inside, but yeah, I guess that's good. It was full, so there's definitely a couple gallons in that bucket. Oh, how do you put fuel into your uninsured plow truck? Like that. That's windy. Trick is not to suck up that garbage. Oh yeah, like a pro. All right, Halloween's over. Didn't get around to doing the valves last night. Kid got off the bus, so it's time to go trick-or-treating. Anyhow, called a friend, he's got some big reds, asked about this fuel valve thing. He said there's a seal in there. I never even looked up the parts catalog or looked in the book yet or nothing, but he said there's 2 screws. I'm gonna take a look in the book there, because if those are screws, those are awfully strange looking. Look at the back side. Yeah. Anyhow, kind of getting sidetracked on this tank. Need to head back over here and let's get these valves done. All right, back over here. Took a little bit to get this wrench on there. It's fairly new. I just got it. But yeah, that thing was a little tight. I don't think that thing's ever been broke loose. All right, backed her off there. Ever so slightly got, you know, a little bit of resistance in there. It's 2/1000. I actually went to picked up these little screwdrivers years ago. Yeah. Anyhow, gonna snug that down and head towards the rear here. All right, get down in here. Geez, sorry. Yeah, it's a little difficult here doing this. Trying to film something like this. Anyhow, got ever slight amount of resistance on that one. I'm gonna go with that. This back one's gonna be fun. Look at that, obviously, you know, that seems tight there. Then you look at that. Oh yeah, here we go. Again, yeah, that thing felt really tight. The jam nut, like it never been broke loose. Yeah, it's not something that gets tightened really tight, but definitely haven't been touched in a long time, if ever. All right, I think I got this. Now, with this pick, yeah, I've kind of tweaked this thing years ago for snap rings. Anyhow, with this pick, sorry, bouncing around there, in the slot of your, you know, your tappet adjuster there, and just a 10mm wrench, pretty sure I got it. That tool, I mean, I didn't even bother with it. Let me try sliding this feeler gauge out. It's got a little bit of tension on it from what I can feel. It's a little bit of resistance. Okay, got it. I had to tweak that tool to get in the rear one. You know, pretty tight. I tried cutting down a longer one I had. That didn't work out so well. So I ended up bending up that tool, which, you know, I don't know, it was like $6 or something on eBay. And I use these needle nose kind of like this here. And you can feel also between the two of them. They're both 2000s. You can feel the resistance, which, you know, about the same, just kind of just tweaking on it with your hand there. There's not much movement. You know, it's not a big, pretty tight gap. Anyhow, gonna snug these caps back down and get the recoil back on. All right, reassembly, you know, spin the engine around. You torque those adjuster jam nuts to 11 to 13 foot-pounds. The cover says tighten 7 to 14. Snug those up, those got no ring on them. Anyhow, you know, this tool here, great. Would work on the front really good, but on the rear, I think you just struggle. I found using this pick that I've, you know, trimmed up, and also that screwdriver on the front, and just this wrench worked good. I did have to tweak that feeler gauge. So yeah, I don't know if I'd spend the money on that tool. This is your first time doing it, I'd go with something like that. Probably buy a couple of those feeler gauges, about $6 on Fleabay. I'm gonna take a look in the book here and see what's up with this petcock. All right. Also, I forgot to mention here, I'm going to throw a new plug in it. I had to order these also, D8EA. It's not something they got around here in town. Looks like our gap is 24th out of 28. So we'll get that gapped up. I just smear a little anti-seize on the threads, not a lot, just a little bit. There you go, just a little. A dab will do, you know, you don't need to be the Tin Man on a spark plug. All right, got to wrap this up. Yeah, funny, huh? Anyhow, when the boat ship out, then let's see, we're here with the old three-wheeler. All right, here we go. Look at this fuel valve here. Talks about the cleaning of the filter, you know, just removing a thing from the tank. Yeah, this one here, I guess that could be a difference there between the big reds and these older models. They're all old. The 185 and the 200, you know, maybe the 200 big reds, I think they got the same tank as a 250, so there's probably a change there. But I had an old 71 350 Honda, and you could dismantle the petcock. It had a little filter bowl on it, from what I remember. But those look like rivets. So yeah, that thing bypassing like it is. I'm gonna get on the internet here and see what's available. Feel free to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good weekend. Take her easy.